So in this video, we're going to look at types of data. And so when we look at this, we've got to look at what we call univariate data and bivariate data. That's what we're looking at. You can look at multivariate, but that's not what we'll be looking through in the data module. So we're going to talk about what univariate data is, what bivariate data is. But the first part of this part of the course will look at mostly univariate data. Okay, so let's get into this. So univariate data is data with one variable. The uni part is the part that's telling you it's one variable. Okay, so it's only dealing with one quantity or quality that changes. So we're looking at, if you're looking at the mass of some students, we're only looking at their mass. Don't look at their height, we're just looking at their mass. So that's where we're looking at one variable. So that's a univariate data set. Okay. When we get data, we can classify it into types. So our types, we've got data, we go categorical or numerical. So categorical represents a quality, a category. Okay. Numerical data, by its name, is representing quantities. So it's like quantitative data. Okay. So in categorical, we can break it down further into ordinal and nominal. So ordinal, think order. It's data. It's with ordered qualities. So a football ladder. If you get a survey, it says high, medium, low, or really bad, not so bad, neutral, good, very good. That's ordered. That's ordinal data. Nominal, there's no order to it. It's just what species of fish, or what color eyes you've got, what color hair you've got. That's nominal data. So then we get into numerical data where we've got discrete and continuous. So basic best way to look at this is discrete, I'm counting. So it's like a good example there of number of students in year 12, or if you're thinking, well, I've got to measure the cars going past the school, it's discrete. I'm counting how many cars are going past the school. That's what we call discrete. Continuous, that's data with quantities that are measured. So it's a continuous sort of data. It's like, I'm going to measure the length of your foot. I'm going to measure your height. I'm measuring, that's continuous. So bivariate data, we're going to move on to. So bivariate data, two variables, and it's dealing with two quantities or qualities that change. So you've got here like one numerical, one categorical, or two categorical variables, or two numerical, okay? Now in bivariate relationships, we have a dependent, which is the response, which is the terminology we're using for this. So you might have heard in other contexts like independent and dependent. What we will be using is response and explanatory. So independent. So independence, what's explaining what's going on. The dependent is the response to that. So we'll go into more details on that. So we'll do an example. If a person's weight may depend on his height, for example. We've got the two varied data. It's basically what we're saying is bivariate, and this is just a repeat of what I've just said. Okay, so that is basically types of data.